When the skies refuse to weep, and nature's bounty withers away, leaving behind a parched and desolate landscape, and when political decisions steer us down the wrong path, exacerbating existing vulnerabilities, famine, a specter of starvation and despair, emerges as the deadliest enemy, stalking the land and leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. It preys on the most vulnerable, leaving lasting scars on communities and nations. Droughts and famines are silent killers, creeping in slowly, often unnoticed until it's too late. They are protracted crises, often lasting years, relentlessly claiming millions of lives, leaving behind a legacy of suffering and loss that echoes through generations. These devastating events trigger mass migrations, uprooting families and communities and fundamentally reshaping societies. But here's the twist, the uncomfortable truth that often goes unspoken. Many of these tragedies are, in fact, man-made, the result of human actions and inactions. Take the Russian famine of 1921. 30 million suffered immensely, not just from the natural disaster of drought, but from brutal food seizures and harsh, misguided policies implemented by the government. Or consider the Dust Bowl. This ecological disaster saw over-farming and unsustainable agricultural practices turn America's fertile heartland into a desolate wasteland of dust. This environmental catastrophe sparked the largest migration in U.S. history, as families were forced to abandon their homes and livelihoods in search of a better future. Then there's the Holodomor in Ukraine. Millions of innocent people starved to death as food supplies were deliberately withheld as a tool of political oppression. In Bengal, the policies of British colonial rule, specifically the continued exports of rice, directly contributed to the deaths of millions. Fast forward to more recent times, Ethiopia, North Korea, and Somalia, all have been struck by the devastating consequences of famine. In each case, political instability, armed conflicts, and systemic failures have exacerbated the crisis, pushing already vulnerable populations to the brink. And what about today? The American Southwest is currently grappling with its worst drought in a staggering 1,200 years. This serves as a stark and urgent warning sign, echoing the lessons of history. The real, undeniable lesson we must learn is that while droughts may indeed originate with natural climate patterns, it is ultimately human choices, political decisions, and the implementation of effective policies that determine just how deadly and devastating these natural events become. The question that hangs heavy in the air is this: will we finally learn from the hard-won lessons of the past, or are we doomed to repeat the same tragic mistakes?